Let's start on the back today. Have a block or two handy. And we'll start with constructive rest pose. Knees together, feet apart, sometimes called TP pose in Yin Yoga. Let the shoulder blades snuggle into the mat, ears down away or up away from the shoulders. And as we emerge into this new spring and spring into new activities, we may find lots of parts of the body suddenly waking up, coming out of hibernation, especially the joints, shoulders, neck, hips, knees, ankles. So notice the joints today. We'll get into the joints of the body. Notice your breathing in constructive rest pose. And start to create a little cat and cow movement here. So as you exhale, you gently draw the navel in, squeeze the knees. Feel a slight rounding in the low back. Relax the belly to inhale and feel the low back arch. So it's a minimalist cat and cow. With the accent on the exhale, squeeze, draw the navel back, feel the low back imprint into the mat. Relax to inhale, the spine will arch. And let each new breath become a little deeper. Feel the expansion move into the ribs, the collarbones. And if you can, extend the exhale. Let the exhale become long and delicious. You might control the exhale through pursed lips to lengthen and really feel that low back release. And on the next inhale, let the knees come apart, the soles of the feet come together, clasp the hands under the head, creating little butterfly wings with the elbows and the knees. And on the exhale, start to bring the knees together and the elbows together, lifting the head gently, squeezing the skull between the hands. And then the inhale, lowering the head back down, elbows come apart, knees come apart. Like a little butterfly closing its wings on the exhale and opening its wings on the inhale. Head comes up and down, supported by the hands, and you feel the abdominals engage on the exhale as you come up, letting the tips of the wings get closer and closer together with each repetition, starting to feel this release in the low back on the exhale, mid back and neck, and feeling the opening of the hips and the chest on the inhale as you come back. Like you're doing stomach crunches with control, feeling the abdominals wake up. The next time you exhale and come up, hold up. Hold up. You can continue to breathe, but you're holding the crunch, supporting the head, letting the shoulder blades come apart, squeezing the knees together. Take a deeper breath in, and as you exhale, traction the head away from the neck. Start to pull the head up, squeeze between the hands and the thighs. Strong burning work for the abdominals. Big traction. On the next inhale, slowly lower down. Let the wings come apart, knees come apart. Release the head. Extend the legs out. Hands out to the side, five-pointed star. Bring the feet together. Snow angel, the hands above the head. Back of the hands against the floor, not prayer position. Thumbs touching if you can. Like you've been put on the rack. Notice the sensations this feels and brings. Push the right heel away so you feel a stretch in that right leg and a stretch in the right abdominal. Reach with the left hand further away and you feel that diagonal stretch. Now match the stretch on the other side. So you're extended the reach by a good inch or so from your original position. Take 5 slow, intentional breaths here. Walk both feet to the left, cross the right ankle over the left, and drop the left ear to the right shoulder, grab that right wrist, come into Banana Asana. Five breaths all together here on this side. Letting the breath add sensation to the stretch. And on the 5th breath, release and change sides. Walk both feet to the right. Bring that right ear down towards the right shoulder. Cross the left ankle over. Pull on that left wrist. And then use those 5 breaths on this left rib cage to open up. And then exhale, release, bending both knees. Let the knees sway from side to side. Bring the hands back, arms back down. As the knees sway to the left, let the head turn to the right. And switch as your knees go to the right, head to the left. And then one arm at a time. As the knees come to the right, left arm comes back. And knees to the left, right arm comes back, alternating like you're doing backstroke. The next time the knees come to the right, pause, roll to the right and come up onto all fours in your own time. Just turning your head around to the top of the mat. Come into tabletop, lifting the gaze, feel sacred cow, the strength of the arms, and then rounding the back, angry cat. Alternate with the breath between cat and cow. Notice how the wrists feel today. If they're sensitive at all, you can use fists or hold the blocks or even rest the forearms on blocks. On the next inhale, drop the left foot back. Drop the ball of the foot to the mat, press through the left heel, get a delicious stretch in the back of that leg. Inhale, release, bring that left knee forward towards that left shoulder, fire hydrant. And then bring the knees together. Keep the left knee bent. Lift the left foot up as if you're trying to plant the foot on the ceiling. Lift up, up, up. Keep it bent. And then out to fire hydrant. Bring the knees together. One more circle. Push the foot up, 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 up. And then out to the left. And then drop that foot onto the floor beside the mat. Pinky toe grounded, foot parallel to the long edge of the mat. And let the hips come back so you feel that internal stretch on the left thigh and the right ankle. And then pulse forward, take the pressure off. Try that again, come back, find that delicious stretch sensation, and then come forward. Just opening up that left hip. Maybe you could come back to awkward child pose for a moment, really letting the back of the body release, head down. And then come back up to awkward tabletop. Take that left foot with your hand and bring it in front of you into the classic left foot forward warrior stance. Walk your hands forward so you feel that back hip flexor. Lean your weight over that front leg. Let the head drop down. Use the hands to support you here. No pressure on the knee. You can use blocks here. I'm going to use blocks, and you can walk your hands and the blocks back and sit on that back heel, lifting the toes of that front foot. Come forward again. You can walk with your blocks or hands. Lean forward. Push down with that back knee. Push down with the back foot. Really feel that in that right hip flexor. And then come back once more to the point you can either sit or use your hands to support the weight. If your weight on the heel is okay, you could bring your head down towards that front knee. Whoo. And then come up one more time. Reach the arms up, kneeling warrior. Bring both hands together, slice the hands to the left, over that left leg, resting the elbow on that left thigh. Look over the left shoulder. If you'd like to try prayer twist, bend the elbows and bring the thumbs to the chest. Exhale, release, hands to the mat, step that left foot back, cat and cow. Inhale the right foot back this time, drop the ball of the foot, press through the heel. Delicious stretch. This time float that right knee up to the right shoulder, fire hydrant. Lift a little higher. And then bring the right knee to the left. We're going to go through 2 hip circles here with that right knee bent, orbiting that right hip. You can do more than 2 if you like. When you find yourself back in fire hydrant, extend the right leg out to the side of the mat and start to create the pulses back and forth. Keep that pinky toe grounded on that right leg so you get the full effect of that stretch on the inner right thigh. Maybe coming all the way down to awkward child pose and holding that stretch. Inhale, coming up to awkward tabletop. Let the right hand grab that right foot and bring it in front. You can use your blocks here and simply lean forward, pushing down on that back leg, getting that nice hip flexor stretch in that back leg. And then walking the blocks of the hands back into half Hanuman, sinking down, front leg extends, toes curled up, head comes down towards that right knee. And hold the stretch as long as feels delicious for you, and then release, come forward, and once again come into that back hip flexor. One more time, half Hanuman. Really work those toes back so you get into the back of the hamstring. And then make your way forward one more time. Lift the hands to heaven. Slice the hands to the right. Prayer twist if you like. And then release, hands to the blocks of the earth, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Grab hold of the opposite elbows, let the torso dangle, Let the head and neck dangle. And imagine your quadriceps, your thighs are like powerful pistons, and start to straighten the legs and bend. So you're just pumping those top legs, pulsing up and down, torso dangling. And then lift the gaze, bring the hands to the thighs, push off the thighs and slowly come up into this variation of reverse swan dive. Reach up. Exhale, mountain pose. So we might use the blocks here. We have the blocks. We're going to come into a wider stance. So you might want to face the long edge of the mat if that works, or you could step your feet off the mat if that's okay. Check the feet are slightly pigeon-toed, and wide stance, usually wrists come over the ankles. Bring the hands to the hips, push the hips back. Keep the legs straight here, come onto your blocks. So it's a variation of wide-legged downward dog. Push the hips back. If you want to bring the hands to the floor, you can. Get that big stretch in the back of the thighs, back of the heel. Release the pressure, bring the weight forward so the hands come over, the weight comes down into the hands. Lift the heels off the ground, almost like you're going to tip forward. And then come back onto the heels, hips back. Maybe you can lift the toes. So getting deep into the ankles here, almost like you're going to tip backwards. Try that little rocking forwards, heels lift, backwards, balls of the feet lift. Legs straight the whole time, hands on the blocks or the floor. The next time you come to neutral, bring the right block underneath your chest, hand on the right block or the ground, left hand to the left hip. Turn to the left, look up towards the ceiling. Feel that in the right groin area, right adductor, and then lift that left hand towards the sky. Exhale, float down. Left hand comes onto the block, right hand to the hip. Feel that left inner thigh. Bring the right shoulder back a little more, and then lift that right hand to heaven. Exhale, release. Heel toe the feet closer together. Forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Rotating the wrists. So let's go through all the joints of the body. This chalana exercise, churning the wrists. Reverse direction. Arms out wide, tap the shoulders. Open, tap the chest. shoulders and chest alternating, feeling the elbow joint. Relax the arms, shrug the shoulders up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, big shoulder turns here. Reverse direction. Swing taps. The right hand behind the back, touching the left shoulder blade. Left hand crosses the front of the body, tapping the armpit. Push that right hip out. Feel that extension. Other side. Left hand behind the head, reaching for the right shoulder blade. Right hand in front of the body. Push the hip out. And then alternate. From side to side. Let that long exhale. And then release. Bring the right hand behind the back. Left hand grabs the right wrist, so you've got a little wing with that left arm. Start to flap that left wing. And then pause, drop the left ear towards that left shoulder, tractioning out the right side of the neck. Gently drop the chin, drop the gaze, keeping the traction. Gently lift the gaze, lift the chin. Bringing the back of the head back, stretching the throat. One more time. Exhale, drop the gaze. Feel the back of the neck traction out. Inhale, lift the gaze. Inhale the head to neutral, release the hands. Come into mountain pose for a moment. Feel the rebound from that neck traction. Notice how the joints are feeling. And then bring the left hand behind the back. Right hand grabs that left wrist. And start to flap your right wing. Pause. Drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Feel the traction. Feel the sensations in the neck here, right side and left side. Whew. Drop the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the gaze, stretch the throat. Back of the head comes back. One more time in each direction. Stay as long as you like in each direction. When you're ready, bring the head to neutral, release the hands. Ooh, hello. Hello, neck. Let those hands shake out. Floppy coat sleeves, feet wide. Come onto the ball of the opposing foot. So as you swing to the right, the left heel lifts. Start to relax the knees a little bit so the knees aren't straight. There's a little bend in the knees. And see if the head can recover and turn in the direction of the swing. And let the hands bang up against the body. You might feel a slap against the shoulders or the back. And as if you've taken the foot off the gas, just let yourself slow in a natural slowing, not braking, but just rolling to smaller and smaller movements. And when you feel okay, close the eyes, even if you're still moving. And feel the impact of closed eyes after floppy coat sleeves. One more thing I'd like to do with the shoulders and neck right now is come into eagle arms, so right elbow under left. And if you have a strap, you can connect the hands with a strap. It's nice to have that firm connection, either fingers to palm or hands holding a strap so you can really get that squeeze going. Now the right hand is going to push the left hand down in a little arm wrestle. And then drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Nod the head gently 3 or 4 times here. And then inhale the head to neutral, release the hands. Let the hands dangle. Feel the impact of that variation of leaning eagle. Let's try the other side, left elbow under right. That left arm is going to pull the right arm back and down. And then drop the right ear towards that right shoulder. And then start your head nods. Inhale the head to neutral, hands to neutral, and release. Cool. Alright, so I think we've hit the joints from the waist up. Let's grab hold of the hips, feet hip width distance apart, and start to push the hips and pull the hips around into a circular orbit. The knees pretty soft the whole time. And to create a bigger orbit, drop the head a little lower as the hips go behind you. And as you come up, a little back bend, you can really push the pelvis forward, shoulders back. So you can feel the outer boundaries of your twist. And then reverse direction. And then stepping the feet together, bend the knees, and create little knee circles. Feeling that in the ankles. Reverse direction. And then come on up. Take the weight into the left foot and come onto the toenails of the right foot. So find a position where the toenails, we're going to do foot rotations, rotating onto the toenails and then onto the pads of the toes with that right foot. So you need to find a position where you can revolve the knee and the ankle so that the toes and the ankle are really getting a lot here. I like to have my foot back level with the left ankle and then try to reverse the direction. That might feel weird. And then change sides, leaning into that right. Start your circles. Other way. And then we're going to do our favorite here, our new favorite. Grab a block. And let's start with the right leg on the block first. Now, if this is balance work, but it also gets into the glutes and the thighs, but it loosens up that left leg with the leg swings. Now, you can always grab a wall or a chair if that's support. We're going to be here for 30 seconds. Three, two. Now keep that foot off the ground. Bring your left hand to the left hip. and do little hip hikes. Feel that hip come up and down. Three, two, keep that foot off, lift that left knee, bend the right knee, and come into your little runs. 5, 4, 3, 2, ouch. Yay! Ha! Left side. I have a love-hate affair with this little exercise. 30-second swings. Away we go. Feels great afterwards. Nice way to loosen up after a leg gardening. Get that leg swinging, unclog the pelvis. It's good for balance. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip lifts. 3, 2, and then runners. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh, you gotta love it. And bringing the blocks to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Step that left foot back and drop the left knee. And then bring the right foot under the left armpit so you come onto your shin. So it feels like we're going into pigeon pose, but then sit on the right hip. So you lean to the right, bend the left knee. So suddenly we change it from pigeon pose into deer pose. Look at that right shin parallel to the top of the mat. You can have a block handy here, scoop the right belly into the center so you can lean over that right thigh onto your elbows or hands. If you can rest your head on the block, rest your head on the block. Now, if it behooves you, walk those arms away from the head. The head wants to come down lower now, stretching out your antlers in deer pose. Finding a breathing rhythm here with the belly under lots of squeeze. Inhale, walk the hands back, curl the toes of the left foot and come up off the right hip. Shoot that right foot back into plank pose. If you'd like a little push up here, you can. And then push the hips back, walk the feet in, downward dog. Bend the knees in downward dog and push the hips back a little further. Lengthen through the arms. Now press the heels back without letting the hips come forward. Left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. And now bring that left foot forward towards the right wrist. Come down as if you're coming into pigeon. And then lean onto the left sit bone. Shift that left thigh, left shin parallel to the top of the mat. And then come down onto your elbows. Scoop your left belly to the center. Support the head as you like. So you're on elbows, forehead supported, ribs are on thigh, back leg is relaxed. Feel the sensations in the left outer hip, the left thigh. And then your full expression of deer pose, reach your antlers out. If the head wants to come low, it can. And then walk the hands back. Lift the left hip, curl the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, and then back to plank pose. Option to do a push-up. Back, downward dog, walk the feet in, bend the knees, lengthen through the arms and spine, then press the heels back. Downward dog. Left foot high, right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Step it forward, left knee stays up this time. Bring the hands to the thigh and push the thigh down as you step that left foot back. Shoulders back, chest. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Drop the back hand, reverse warrior. Warrior two. Hinge forward, side angle. Warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. Warrior, come back, triangle. Bend that front knee, warrior two. Left hand down, step back, downward dog. Left foot high. Step that left foot forward, right knee lifted. Hands to thigh, press the thigh down. Shoulders back, warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. 2, side angle. Warrior 2, straighten front leg, reverse triangle. Bring the hands down, triangle. Bring that hand back, warrior 2. And then float that hand down, plank pose. Drop the knees, child pose. Thread the right hand under the left arm. Thread the needle. Opposite side. Unthread, walk both hands to the left. Still in child. And then both hands to the right. And come to tabletop and a comfortable seat, either kneeling or cross-legged. Or if the legs aren't happy, you can have the legs straight out. If you're sitting cross-legged, try to come into your unnatural, unused side. Switch the cross. Find your postural alignment here, central channel of the body lifting up, sit bones grounding down, and then float that right hand to the face, gently plugging the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale left nostril and then switch, blocking the left nostril with the ring finger. Exhale right nostril. Inhale right nostril, switch. Exhale left. Be very gentle with the fingertips on the nose. Inhale left, switch. Exhale right. So alternating side to side after each inhale. If your arms get tired, you can switch arms. Never missing a beat of the alternate nostril breath. If you feel comfortable, on each exhale, introduce a gentle humming sound. Next time you exhale through the left nostril, release all technique. Gently lift the corners of the mouth. Smile into the back of the brain. To bring the hands together at the chest in prayer position, let the head bow in gratitude for our joints, these wonderful bodies that keep us enjoying life. Namaste. Thank you everyone for your practice. I'll turn the video off.